Yes guys, welcome back to the channel. So, we're 18 games into the season for the Lakers, and it's between them and the Nets is most people's favourites to win an NBA championship this year. And Nets fans are saying that Harden, Irving and Durant won't be stopped, but for Lakers fans, and I'm one of them, I think this is one reason why the Lakers I think they're still favourites to repeat, because they've improved in their 3-point shooting a hell of a lot this year. We'll go into the stats in a minute, but from last year to this year, it's night and day really. The Lakers have stepped up their 3-point shooting, and so far so good for the Lakers. Yes, the Nets have the big three, the star power, but I think the Lakers have, as an overall team, a better team, and that's why I still think the Lakers are the favourites to win this NBA championship. And we'll get into one big reason why I think they still are, and that's their 3-point shooting has gone up a hell of a ton. So first of all, let's talk about KCP. I think he's, at the moment anyway, he's the best 3-point shooter in the league at the moment. He's shooting 55.6% from 3 on 4 threes per game. So he's shooting 4 threes and shooting 55.6% from 3. Now league average 35%. This is including one game in particular. He shot 7 from 10 against the Milwaukee Bucks. So 70%, unbelievable game against the Bucks. He really stood up in that game. And comparing this to, he only shot 38.5% from 3 last year. So he's gone up just under 20%. I remember last year at the start of the season, Lakers fans were getting on KCP's back. But this year, so I know it's only been 18 games and there's still plenty of time for the shooting thing to go way down, and I'd expect it to go down at least 10%. I'm not gonna lie, I think this is unsustainable shooting. It's incredible. But hopefully KCP can keep this up for as long as he can. Now I did say he was the best shooter in the league. I think Alex Caruso might be. We'll get into him in a minute. As for LeBron, he's had an unbelievable night last night against the Cavaliers, knocking down 46 points, and a lot of them were threes as well. LeBron hits all types of threes, the deep threes especially. This year LeBron, age 36, year 18, he's been averaging 24 points per game, 8 rebounds and 7.5 assists per game, shooting 47.7% from the field and 38.9% from 3. So practically 39% from 3, which is up from 34% last year. So another 5% increase, and I think that is sustainable for LeBron. I think his shooting has gone up and up every year. I'm very impressed with it. As he's gone older, he's improved on more stuff as he got older. And he's coming an all-round unbelievable player. Last night dropping 46 against the Cavaliers, unbelievable. Showing he definitely still got it. My eyes, front runner for the MVP. But as I said, I'm a Lakers fan at the start. So if you said Joel Embiid, I couldn't really disagree with you. Some people might say Kevin Durant. Better wait and see. But LeBron, considering his age and all the mileage, he has to be up there for at least one of the favourites for MVP this year. Unbelievable. Now Anthony Davis. And AD, I think it's fair to say he's had a slower start to the season. He hasn't been as good as he was last year. Obviously a short off season and all that jazz, and he's playing the fewest minutes of his career. Bo was trying to rest him up. But AD this year, he's only averaging 22 points per game and 8.8 rebounds per game, shooting 37.5% from 3 and 73% from the free throw line, which is down. Usually AD's in the 80% for a free throw, so that's down a good bit. He's shooting around 2 threes a game. And LeBron, forgot to mention, is actually shooting 6 threes a game. So LeBron James, just quickly on him, he's shooting 6 threes per game and shooting that at around 39%. So unbelievable. So AD, he's improving his 3-point shot year after year. Obviously when he first came to the league, he wasn't the best, and he's still shooting 37.5% from 3, which is above league average at 35. So AD, I can see him getting better as the season goes on. Hopefully for Lakers fans that he will, and hopefully get AD once playoffs come around back to his best. On to Kyle Kuzma now. He's gone under the radar I think this year. There's more players around him who can take the scoring load off him, so he's gone under the radar. He's shooting 4 threes a game and shooting that on a 38.5% efficiency, and that's pretty good for Kuzma. He only shot 31% from 3 last year, so he's improving on his threes a lot. Just that corner 3 he has in his arsenal, very good at that. Kuzma, I think the pressure's off him this year, and I said that at the start. Montrez and Dennis Schroeder had taken the scoring load off his back. He can now just focus, on fixing his all-round game. He got that new contract, so Kuzma, he's doing well this season. On to Marc Gasol now. He was brought in, as a stretch 5, brings something that Dwight Howard and JaVale didn't bring, which is 3-point shooting. He's shooting 35.7% from 3. He's only shooting around 1.6 threes a game, and he's also averaging 4.6 rebounds per game. Mark, You know, he struggled at the start, but he's had some good games. As I said when he first got Marc Gasol, there's certain matchups that will suit him and certain matches that won't. You know, and Marc Gasol, no need to get rash out and just say get rid of him, trade him, whatever. Keep him around. He's good. He does bring a lot. Passing, we all know what Marc Gasol can bring to the table. Let's not lose our minds that he isn't hitting 3 threes or whatever a game and scoring 2 of them. But Marc, he's just getting used to his new teammates. As I said, we're only 18 games in. He'll get better and better as the season goes on, I think. On to Caruso now. He's shooting better than KCP. He's shooting 56.7% from 3 this year, only on 2.5 threes per game. So KCP's shooting around 4, he's shooting 2.5. But if he's only shooting 2 and he's hitting 56.7% of them, very good. Caruso, he stepped up. We always knew he could hit the 3, but he's very inconsistent from it. Inconsistent. But this season he stepped up. 56%, that won't last for sure, especially the more he takes in the game. But while it's here, you gotta acknowledge it. He's done very well. Obviously, I think that would go down. Could even go down 20%. Hopefully, it won't. 10% would be unbelievable if it went down even that much. But Caruso, he's a good role player to have. We all know what Caruso brings to the squad on the offensive and defensive end. So yeah, Caruso, you're doing well this year. Now it's not all rosy on 3-point. Oh, Wesley Matthews as well. Sorry, how can you forget him? Probably statistically the best, you would think, over the years at 3-pointers. He's shooting 3 threes a game this season so far, and he's shooting 38.3% from 3, and as I said, on 3 shots. So 3 shots and shooting 38%, above league average. He was Danny Green's replacement. Danny Green was shooting at almost below league average, so Wesley Matthews I'm happy with. He's still setting a name with his new teammates, and Wesley Matthews, as I said, like Marc Gasol and AD, I think he'll improve as the season goes on. So, as I said though, it's not all rosy 3-point wise. Dennis Schroeder is only shooting 30% from 3, which is down from last season. But Dennis Schroeder is bringing a lot of other qualities to the team. Playmaking, taking the pressure off LeBron. As I said with Schroeder, he's a big acquisition. He's a big player to bring in. Playmaking, ball handling, taking the pressure off LeBron. He's done that. Scoring. This year, the Lakers, they have 5 players scoring in double digits. LeBron averaging 22 points per game, 23 points per game, even 24. LeBron averaging 24 points per game, AD averaging 22. Dennis Schroeder this year is averaging 13.8 points per game, 3.9 rebounds, 4.4 assists per game, and shooting 41.1% from the field. Montrez is averaging 13.6 points per game, 7.1 rebounds per game, and shooting 62.1% from the field. He's taking a lot more field goals this year actually as well. Kuzma is averaging 10 points per game, and KCP is averaging 10.7 points per game. So they got 5 players averaging in double digits compared to last year only 3, LeBron, AD and Kuzma. And that's what they've stepped up this year, other players. Actually, that's 6 of them. No, I can't count. 6 players averaging double digits. LeBron, AD, Schroeder, Montrez, Kuzma and KCP. 6 players averaging in double digits. That's what's going to win if Lakers are going to win an NBA championship, this is going to be a big part of the reason why they will win it, if they do. 6 players averaging double digits. Unbelievable. How long that will last for, I don't know. I certainly expect Kuzma, LeBron, AD, and even Montrez. I think I can see this continuing. Schroeder as well. KCP is the only one I'm thinking maybe not, but at the moment he's doing very well, hitting his threes, so hopefully he can keep it up. The Lakers, they're 5th in the NBA for 3-pointers made. They're averaging around 40%. Averaging around 40% after threes, hitting them. They're 7th in the offensive ranking. The Lakers, their offense has gone up a good bit this season, from last year. Last year, Dwight Howard and JaVale McGee, they brought a lot on the defensive end, but they kind of clogged up the paint when they're on the floor. They couldn't really stretch the floor. So the Lakers, their offense has gone up this year, and statistically, their defense hasn't gone down too much either. Maybe in the eyes, maybe might think, they're lacking a rim protector or something, but, statistically, the Lakers, they're the same, or might even think be better from last year. They're 3rd in blocks per game in the NBA, and they're 3rd in total rebounds in the NBA. So the Lakers are still doing their thing on the defensive end, 7th in offensive rankings, as I said. And the Lakers, I think they've improved in a lot of areas. I still think they need a rim protector, even though I've just said that the stats don't show it. I still think they need a rim protector, but we have to wait and see. But the Lakers, I still think they are title favourites. And Lakers fans, I wouldn't be too worried about the Nets. The Nets, though, the players are linked to it. JaVale McGee, Kevin Love and Andre Drummond. They won't have the money for Andre Drummond and Kevin Love. They're about on $29 and $31 million deals a year. But JaVale McGee, with the Lakers last year, won the championship with them last year, very experienced. He will be a good pickup for the Nets. But I think the Lakers, they've got a very good squad of players. They've got a better roster this year. You know, more players are bringing. They got 6 players averaging over 10 points per game. Unbelievable. You know, KCP and Alex Caruso shooting 55 and 56% from behind the line, which is unbelievable. LeBron is improving year to year from 3. Kuzma, as I said, going under the radar. Wesley Matthews and Marcus Gasol, you know, they're doing their thing, and they'll improve. And AD will improve as the season goes on. So Lakers fans, I will be pretty confident. You know, don't mind James Harden and Kyrie and all them. Ignore them. We're doing well. And I say we will repeat. Hopefully, anyway. But anyway, guys, that's the video. Make sure to like the video, subscribe if you're new. We're gonna try and get as much content out as we can. And yeah, that's all I'd say, guys. I'm out of here.